Hey guys, what's up? It's your boy Zay, the best ex that you could ever want around. Listen, this is the Midnight Strokes. You guys know I'm a night owl, so I just want to go ahead and get straight into this, man. Hold on, man, cause Alexa going crazy. Alexa, Volume 3. She was kind of going ham. It's crazy. All right, y'all. So I'm finna get into this, man. Man, I'm having a affair with the emotions of. Excuse me. I'm sorry. I lost. I was trying to swallow and it went down the wrong pipe. But yeah, I'm having an affair when it comes down to uh, loyalty and the truth and all that good stuff. It's an emotional affair, whatever, like that. Like I'm trying to be honest, but this is what I'm going to talk about. It's two things I want to tackle tonight. I want to talk about two different situations when it comes to the Midnight Strokes, man. So I want to give you a scenario. So there is a guy that I was interested in talking to, or whatever, like that. In the midst of us not being together, I ended up somewhat like, his friend kind of got in the picture. Nothing happened or anything like that, but it was a flirtation type deal. And I just remember, like, I was like, man, like, I know I could get away with murder right now, but like, can I really do it? You know what I mean? Should I really do it, or whatever the case may be? But when you find something that's worth fighting for and they're worth it, obviously, already off the jump, the male code, the friend code is, you can't talk to them and then the friend. It's just, it crosses all types of lines. However, we have been separated for quite some time, and I ended up talking to the friend for a bit. Nothing major, right? So we had a conversation, to where we were talking about rekindling things. And at that point in time, I felt like I needed to tell him, because I'd rather it come from me than somebody else. What's up, y'all? Thank you guys, like, for like jumping in real quick. If y'all can stay on, I'm not gonna take really long at all. Um, and my boy on there, he be dressing his butt off. Oh my gosh, he be dressing his butt off. And you know who I'm talking to. Go ahead and raise your hand, say something in the comments, cause you know who I'm talking to. Just his butt off. Handsome guy too. And Orlando, thank you for joining in. So look, so long story short, I told the guy who I was interested in, I said, hey, I just want to let you know, hey, look, there was some flirtation between your friend and I, and nothing happened. But since we're talking about going on a serious note, then I need to tell you the truth. I'd rather come from my mouth than the horse's. Somebody else's house. I wanted to come from my mouth. So I told him, and I was just like shaking in my boots, because I did not know what, for real though, for real, I didn't know what was gonna happen. I didn't know how it was gonna be taken, but the truth really did benefit me more in this situation, because one, he was very understanding, and he was just like, I get it, whatever the case may be. So the next thing that I'm going to talk about is like being annoying while you're dating, and this is just a tip for y'all. And I'm gonna tell you how they all tie together. So one, I want to know, what would you guys have done? Like, I know the friend. If I would have, knocked him down or whatever, I know the friend probably would not have said anything. I could have got away with murder. If you guys were in my position, what would you have done? Would you have just like told the truth, because the original person that you're into, there's so much potential there and it can grow? Would you be honest to preserve that? Or would it be one of those things like, hey, well, what he doesn't know doesn't hurt him, and nothing happened between us, so why should you say anything? So, but I was led to say something. I'm glad I did, because it brought us a little bit closer clarification. So I want you guys to actually comment on there. Like, what would you have done? would you have told the truth? Like, in because most people, if they don't get caught or if they feel like they're not gonna get caught, they don't tell the truth. But I'm really big on integrity and making sure that my character is intact. So it was a hard pill to swallow to say something like that, but I did it. Going into this next one, when you get it, like I said, guys have been contacting me and all types of stuff, reaching out to me, wanting to be with me, or start something with me, but it's just so very weird. And when I say like weird, it's weird. Like, I don't get why. I don't know if this, y'all can respond to this too. I don't know if this is just in the gay community or also in the heterosexual community, but um people get offended and annoyed over, you go you can just start talking for the next, for 3 days, and if they don't hear from you in an hour, they're like, oh, you ghosted me, or you doing this, then the other. I'm talking, there's a guy that just, he probably didn't even know that I was in hospital, or whatever like that, and it was just like, oh, I see you ghosting me. I had one of my oldest sisters to pass away. We buried her this past Saturday, and I don't even know if he know what was going on. But y'all, like, when y'all dating, please, 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 please stop jumping to conclusions, bro. Stop jumping to conclusions. He straight up was like, "Oh, I see you ghosting me," and I'm just like, "What? Like, what's going on?" And that's just not the case. Stop jumping to conclusions. People have lives and what they're going through. Like, be patient. Ask the questions if you have a question to ask, but don't just jump into it. Like, don't be annoying when you're trying to, like, court someone. That's just my little thing. And this is Midnight Strokes. Y'all, look, at nighttime, I like to have a little bit of wine. Oh, I forgot that one isn't the wine. That's the liquor. So that was strong. I forgot. I drank the wine and I filled it up with some like liquor. But y'all, don't be so annoying. That's annoying to me, jumping to conclusions. So what would y'all do in the first situation when you're talking to somebody, or you decide that you want to talk to them, but and it's been years, since you talked to that person, and the best friend or friend comes into the picture prior to you guys rekindling things, you know, like I said, you can get away with murder. Let's put you're in my shoes. You can get away with murder. What would you have done? Would you have said anything, or just left it where it was? I want y'all to respond to me on that. And then the next one is being the annoying thing, like jumping to conclusions. Please tell me how you would handle that situation. Like, are you one of those people who jump to conclusions, and are you one of those people who lash out and ask questions later, or do you ask questions and based on a response lash out? I really kind of want to know. This is the just the Midnight Strokes, where I'm literally going to be talking about real shit, because we cannot continue to act like and sugarcoat it and act like it's just nothing. You know what I mean? So I really want to know. I see my boy Orlando is already writing something. I'm gonna read it, but I just want to get your feedback. Everything has been working out or whatever, but those are two crazy situations. So any type of takeaways that I would say in this is that you always have a choice to be honest. People like to use the, well, I didn't lie to you, I just didn't tell you. That's like lying by omission. So I don't get with that. I'm not with it. Speak up, tell the truth, whatever like that. But I want to know, what would you do? And the second one with the being annoying and all that good stuff, have you been the person that's been annoying and jumped to conclusions and you end up running someone off, or is it mostly the other end? And I ain't gonna lie, I've had my times where I've gotten to know people, and then, I've been annoying because I've jumped to conclusions. Um, I have jumped to conclusions, but also my instinct, my discernment, was right. that they were out doing God knows what. So I just want to know what you guys. I want to get some feedback on this Midnight Strokes, instead of me just talking. You can do it now here while we're live, or you can go ahead and respond to it once it's posted to the page. But I want to hear your feedback. Anyway, that's Midnight Strokes, and this song that's playing is by what is her name? Let me see. Her name is Madison Beer, and it's called "Say It to My Face." You know what I mean? Just like say it to my face, man. Just say it to my face. Like, she's amazing. So it's in the background if you're wondering. So check that out. Remember, you guys, I also, have my organization LUD, which stands for Live Life Until Death Is Due. And I know I'm kind of ranting and it's kind of long tonight, but this will slow your brain activity down. It will slow it down so quick. Normally I hit my bullets and I just move on, but it hit me quick, and it's slowing down my brain thought process or whatever like that. Remember to live life until death is due. And if it's not looking for you, don't go looking for it. Seriously. Once again, like I always say, just like life found you when it was time, death will find you when it's time. So, anywho, that's Midnight Strokes for tonight. Thank you guys for joining and tuning in. I do apologize if I was a little scattered and all over the place with this. That's only because I've been winding down with my drink or whatever. But until then, live your life, man. And I encourage you to be honest. No matter how uncomfortable it may be to have that conversation, it's always great to cover your own ass. Always. And just try not to be that person who's annoying and jump to conclusions just because you haven't talked to them for a day or maybe just a few hours. It's crazy. It's ludicrous. Especially when you haven't been knowing them that long. But yeah, that's the once again, no pun intended, that's the quickie for Midnight Strokes. So I look forward to seeing you guys tomorrow for another little segment of Midnight Strokes. Thank you guys for joining. Have a good night. I'm going to sleep because this got me faded. Just faded. Have a good one.